why did you choose IIT and why India?
Why IIT? Because like IIT is a really famous and rigorous school of engineering, and that was the first glance I had about it. And it's also the first chance to discover India because it's a really wonderful country and to travel, and also first academics part and second the cultural experience.
What were your expectations coming here, and did it live up to those expectations, IIT?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting such a chaotic city around IIT because I've never visited India before, so I wasn't prepared to this. But the campus is way more beautiful than I thought. That is visible from the photos. And well, I wasn't prepared to the university because I'm studying economics in Italy, and here it's a very technical university. So it's not what I'm used to, but it was a good experience.
I am Isaia. I come from Italy, nearby Milano. My university is Politecnico di Milano. I'm here managing a project on self-healing of concrete, civil engineering department, and that's all. Fortunately, I have no classes, so I can really enjoy Indian life. I can travel a lot, and that's all about me. The ambience is really beautiful.
Yeah.
Namaste. So my name is Clement, and you can
My name
ask
is
me.
Thomas.
Okay.
And lighting event.
Yeah, I had and I'm enjoying it a lot. For example, I like playing sports, and I do that in Europe a lot. And at the IIT, it's very easy to do that because you have many sports available inside the campus. Like recently, we just opened the swimming pool, which is a very good news because it gets very hot.
Yeah, really.
And so basically, I do play soccer, football, for example, and there's a big ground, and in every hostel there is a small ground to play with your friends and to hang out, and it's a very good way to get to know Indians.
My major is economics, so I'm doing something very different here, more on sociology and social science in general. So it's good because I'm learning something new. And I think the quality is good, so it's fine. I like the food very much. I think I get some weight. Yeah, at the beginning it was a little bit difficult because of the spices, but right now after 3 months I'm extremely fine. The monkeys are one problem. This I won't be used to it. And the hostel is full of monkey all day long. So, but I managed to fight against them. So now it's fine.
So about the hostel culture and the campus culture, how different is it from there to here? I know it would be different, but
Yeah, completely, because here it's about the campus is really nice. The student life in the hostel are really interesting because you can meet all the time a lot of people, and you can share a lot with new students every day. It's not like that in Europe because the life is more, I don't know, you don't share the same than here than in Europe, because I don't know, you have to go home all the time in Europe. Here your home is IIT, so it's also a good opportunity to discover the place and the country.
So about the facilities that are here on the campus regarding your studies, I mean, would you say that we have all the facilities that you need, or I mean, how would you compare it with your university?
There are all the facilities that are needed to live here, as like eating, restaurants, shops, but I think to study it's not enough. I really needed sometimes better internet connections, or a library opened all night where to go to study, or maybe some different study places, maybe in the hostel, some places more than my room to have the internet.
How is the teaching system different from how we have it here? I'm sure like you'll have a different teaching system.
You have to adapt as an exchange student. Is really different, and it's a bit difficult to learn all the for example, I'm studying mathematics, so all the theorem and all the data to learn, and to the method to assimilate. But once you get that, it's great improvement, because you can also understand the academic system here, which is completely different from the system in Europe, and it's also great lesson, I would say, from our stay here.
I'm Annette. I'm from Germany. I'm from TU Darmstadt, and I study mechanical engineering. And I'm here for an exchange program.
Good. And you?
I'm Beatrice and I come from Switzerland and I'm studying chemistry and I'm from the EPFL, French university.
In Sweden. Okay. Nice. Do you like your stay here?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yes, I like it too.
How has your experience been here, and do you think it can be improved by any way?
My experience so far has been great. I really like it to be here. Actually, I like it so much that I extended my stay for another semester. What can be improved? Working washing machines in Chayamati hostel. But so far, like as a foreigner, I feel really comfortable here, and it's taking care of me. I have a lot of friends who can I ask. This whole buddy system and so on. Like it's really nice. They really take care of oneself. Yeah.
The academic part is very, very different from Europe, obviously, because I think in Europe and even in the US that's more or less the same. But in India, this is a lot more memorizing, and sometimes the exercises are much more complex. So you slightly have to put more effort to get the same grade. And but once again, the good thing is it's a good way to make friends, because you have to share, you have to solve the
together.
Exercises together with friends and in small groups, and there are a lot of labs and a lot of assignments. So that's a good way to know people. And but what do you think about that?
Yeah, pretty much the same. Like here I'm in mathematics, so it's also the same way to study. You have to work sometime together with your friend to learn, and also you share a lot, or you talk about, you gossip and share. Yeah, like you share a lot with the other student here, just to the fact that when you stay here, you just meet at in Gurunat or in other places, restaurants, and enjoying the campus with the deers and the monkeys, and just staying there, doing nothing sometime, and just chilling out is possible here on the campus. So it's not the kind of thing you can do so much, because you don't have campus like that in France. So in France or in Switzerland, I think it's different. But yeah. Definitely, it's possible to enjoy a lot here. From this point of view, also you can also party, and also the student life here, and the dance and the music, and also that's something you really discover more and more with your friend, and that's not the kind of thing you can do. You can do here. You also do a lot of experiences, like with the food and with the spices and all the dishes, different dishes from different states, and because like the South Indian food is different from the North Indian. So for us, completely one whole continent opening to us. So it's really also
And
nice to discover.
for
that.
those who are afraid about Indian food, there is a very close McDonald's. This is important. You shouldn't, you cannot eat there every day, but there are some facilities.
You shouldn't come to India if you
No.
Yeah, exactly.
it will attack you.
It's really good Indian
Okay, so
food.
never mind.
Yeah, and finally, Indian food is also good. And if you want to stay in a more European kind of food, you can also find, definitely.
One of the most interesting thing in India is just traveling. Every weekend you can go. You leave on Friday night. You take a night bus or a night train, and you wake up in a totally not new country, but almost. And
it's
they're really different.
It's a different way of traveling with respect to what we normally do in Europe. It's less planes and more train, more night on buses, and more streets, more landscapes. It's really different. It's a good way of traveling, actually, and it's pretty cheap. So this is also good. Indian people is really warm toward foreigners, in particular if you are from Europe or if you are from America. So they really are like super welcoming and super interested in where are you from, what you do, what is your life. So it's really I think I will be shocked when back to Europe because nobody will consider me anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
This will be traumatic. Yeah.
I saw many courses I wanted to take. I've already taken at home, but some of them are good. Sometimes the English is a little difficult in the beginning, especially because you don't expect so many different accents to be there. And then the teachers are South Indian, the other students are Bengalis, and and in the breaks they always talk in foreign language. So it's a little difficult to make contact with people in my class.
For me, it's pretty good. I was lucky to choose some really good courses. And actually my buddy also recommended me some courses, so I got some very good professors. What is totally different to back home is we don't have compulsory attendance, so we don't need to be in the classes. That is totally different here. In the beginning it was a bit tough, like to get up early in the morning, but actually I like it because I study better, and if you're in the class you take something out of it, and the class is just 50 minutes, so that's really nice. Our class is at least 1.5 hours.
For the concentration,
and it's also like everything's in English, you're not used to this, and then
exactly.
50 minutes is fine, you can manage that easily.
You talked about your buddy. Did you make friends with some Indian student here on the campus, or did you have done some activities with other students?
Yeah, sure, of course. You usually hear that foreign students mingle together and they don't mingle up with others. But actually, I don't have the feeling here. Like, of course, sometimes it's a bit hard to come in contact with people. But if you approach them, they're always really nice, helpful, and some are interested in having contact with you, some are not. So you figure it out with the time. And I think, I have a lot of good friends here.
Okay, good. About you?
In the beginning it was a little difficult. I told myself I don't want to hang out with other exchange students, I want to make friends with Indians. But in the first week you're doing all this administrative work and you just meet them all the time because they do the same things, they're in the same.
Exactly.
And many students are not there the first week before the class starts, so you don't even meet that many Indians.
But in your department or in your courses?
My department not so much, but most of the people I know are from the hostel. That's what I like a lot. Like you can get so many, and you can also visit each other in the afternoon or something, because at home we live all in flats distributed over the city. You don't hang out.
Europe is not the same.
And Gurunat is one of the main places to meet new people.
Staying in Gurunat is just enough to just drink a juice and drink a coffee and meet all the time new people.
I mean, Indian in general are very friendly, but are even more friendly in the south.
Yes.
I mean, in my point of view.
I mean, all are very helpful, even if they don't know how to help you.
Yeah.
Like they
try to help.
Especially if they don't know. Oh yeah.
Just go there. Just go there. Okay. But it's really there. It's, I think, like everywhere. Like some people want to come to know you better, some don't. So it's just as we. But I have also to admit there's huge separation between boys and girls. This is really hard if you're not used to it. I mean, it's nice. It's nice on one hand that you mingle up with the girls in your hostel and you just run around and visit people in the other rooms and whatever. But it's not
it's not the kind of thing we do in Europe. In Europe,
not
it's
at all.
Like completely free to talk with.
Yeah, I mean, when people come to know that you live together with some guys and girls in one flat, they're like totally shocked and can't believe it. So it's
sometimes you can just hang out with some other friends which are not from your same gender than you.
I think one question that can be very interesting as well is, what's the difference between doing an exchange program in Madras than doing an exchange program in IIT than somewhere else? Because I do think that if you do an exchange program as European in the US or even in Singapore or maybe in Hong Kong as well, you will have to discover a new culture, but the difference. I mean, when you arrive in India, when you stepped out of the airport, you realize that it's totally different. It's not the same country, and you will have 10 months. Not crazy because, crazy. Okay, let's say crazy. Because new things. Oh, what are they doing? But this is normal here, and you will every day you will be amazed. Every day you will discover something new. But even if you go to the US, it will be very interesting. The food will be slightly different. If they will speak English as well, but at the end, isn't it the same culture?
Yeah, in a bit different way.
Yeah, in a bit different way, but more or less the same culture.
Yeah, and here they
And for one year of your life, it might be interesting to jump inside the swimming pool.
Do you like the campus culture here on the campus? I mean, on IIT, do you like to share activities with other students? Do you like sometimes dance, Bollywood dance, or listen to like Indian music?
Come on! Do
yeah, this is actually some really nice thing that you have all these festivals coming up,
Yes,
like
yeah.
Dandiya night, Holi and whatever, and
Yes,
you
Onam.
celebrate it on the campus,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you come to know the Indian culture very good. Yeah, I really like this. Actually, this is one of the nicest part of the whole stay.
Yeah.
Also having a theater, like where you can see movies all the weekend. It's
Open air
nice.
theater, yeah.
Yeah, but I have to make a critic. It's too commercial. They should choose different movies. But anyway, the movie theater is amazing. And what else?
Do you like Bollywood? Well,
Until now, I am still a little bit critic about it. There's too much love in Bollywood movies.
you don't like love?
Too
Really
romantic.
romantic.
Yeah, but they dance. I like them dancing. And yeah, the rest is beautiful. As she said, the festivals and the sports activity, the matches are all the time going on. So this
Yeah,
is really
you told me you're doing football.
yeah,
sometime?
but I said that already. Oh no, yeah, I'm doing football. And
No.
yeah, but you can do all kind of sports inside the campus. You have a basketball ground, a football ground.
Yoga.
Yoga
I said
is really
sport. Yoga,
is really famous.
squash, everything.
And there's a swimming pool also. You can
And
go
then
swimming,
to just relax, there is a
Sometimes I get people studying during the night, and this is really strange for me. They have rhythms not so normal. Maybe they sleep in the morning, they study in the
truth
night.
is they sleep into the offices and in the
Yeah, that's
library,
true,
so
on the
they're
desks.
not really studying, they're just faking it. I like Gurunath. I don't go often there because it's pretty far from my hostel, but it's like the place, it's like a square actually. You have everything there, you have shops, you have places where you can eat, you just can meet people or go outside because the Taramani gate is closed. So it's probably the best place to interact with other people. People, as I said, people is very welcoming, and everybody will care for you in any situation if you need. From the students to the professors to the people working there, it's really everybody care for you. So this is something that is nobody will find in Europe. I think. And in Indian accent, I think in particular some states' accents are really hard for us. Even we don't speak that good English, so also for us it's difficult at the beginning, not knowing the language perfectly, and also having people in front of us using complicated accent.
So like everyone is using the word put for everything, and you don't get this, and mixture with Hindi words and whatever.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, it's like they talk to you and you feel like they do speak English, or it's just me who's not getting it.
Yeah, exactly. Also, for non-English speaker, like French students, most of the time they don't speak so well English. So for us, also it's a good opportunity to.
Yes,
okay.
Dosa, for sure. Dosa, masala dosa is the thing I ate like once every day. So right now I'm getting sick of it, but I really like it.
Paneer butter masala. Paneer butter masala. We are in India. We must take something gravy and some bread.
Also chili gobi is
Yeah.
fine. I really
No,
like
that's
it.
nice. The only problem here is that it's veg, always veg. And I need maybe prawns or chicken or mutton, even other steaks if I can find it.
I needed at the beginning. I was really suffering for there was no fresh vegetables. All the vegetables they eat in the veg restaurant is cooked, and sometimes I need like some fresh vegetables, and I missed it. But well, right now I'm used to it, so it's fine.
I really like chat items, so that's something like a snack, but I still eat it as a dinner or for the lunch. If it's really hot, it's really nice. And there's, for example, dahi puri. It's some small bowls, and you fill it with curd and potato and with the time you learn all the different words like aloo for potato or gobi for like there's gobi 65, that's fried cauliflower.
Yeah.
I like that a lot too. There are so many things that are good.
It's a good opportunity to discover the new food here, right? Also from these different states, no?
Yes. I mean, the different state, there are many restaurants outside the institute. You just ask your Indian friends and they tell you there is a place for any state because everybody likes their home food.
Yeah, exactly.
And the people know where where you can get the best food. What is really special about this cultural exchange also is not that you only get something new inputs and see something new, but you also start questioning your own culture. Think about, is this normal? Just because we do that, it doesn't mean that other people also do it, and you just realize how.
But you can also
your own culture.
Learn about your own culture also.
you can also decide what is good or wrong.
How well should you be?
You don't need to be well prepared or something, but
Just have to come and open your eyes and like get everything you can find, and
I think it's also important to not have some kind of expectations because
Yeah.
I try to come here
Yeah, definitely.
with like quite of a neutral mind. It's not possible 100%, but if you have some kind of expectation, it's going to be different anyways.
definitely.
So
definitely.
I think
You have
just
no
be
idea.
open.
No, you cannot think about that.
Yeah, you can't.
You see that on TV every day.
Yeah.
You hear on radio, but this is different when
This-
you come.
This is totally different, really.
Bye.
Bye.